Hi friends! Let's get one thing straight, emotions are not your enemies. They're your GPS, your inner guidance system, the invisible map that tells you where your heart is trying to go. And if you don't learn how to master them, they'll master you. Now, don't get me wrong. Barbie feels too. She's had bad hair days, heartbreaks, moments where her glitter didn't sparkle as bright. But here's the secret: she doesn't run from her emotions. She rehearses with them. Like a performer fine-tuning her role, she learns their rhythm until she leads the dance. Because emotional mastery, my friend, isn't about being emotionless, it's about being emotionally fluent. You see, emotions are like accessories. Some days you need confidence heels. Some days compassion earrings. And on others, patience perfume. The trick? Knowing what emotional outfit the moment demands. Barbie doesn't hide her feelings in the dream house closet. She organizes them, labels them, understands them. She knows that chaos inside leads to confusion outside. So let's dive in. Let's talk about your emotional wardrobe, the energy you wear, the feelings you project, the mood you broadcast to the world. First tip: acknowledge your emotions. Don't judge them. Because pretending you're fine when you're not is like painting over cracks in your foundation. It looks good for a while, but eventually, it breaks. Barbie stands in front of her mirror, not to check her makeup, but to ask, how do I really feel today? That question, my friend, is emotional power. Second tip: feel it, but don't feed it. When Barbie feels anger rising, she doesn't pour more gasoline on the fire. She steps back, breathes, and asks, what's the lesson here? That's how she turns emotional chaos into emotional clarity. You've got to learn to pause to create space between what happens and how you respond. That space, that's your crown. That's where queens are made. Third tip: name your emotions out loud. Because unspoken emotions grow louder in silence. Say it: I feel hurt. I feel afraid. I feel powerful. Naming it doesn't make you weak, it makes you conscious. Barbie journals every emotion, every thought, every spark. That's how she turns feelings into fuel. Fourth tip: don't let temporary emotions make permanent decisions. When Barbie feels sad, she doesn't burn bridges. When she's angry, she doesn't tear down her castle. She knows every emotion passes like Malibu. Weather wait a few hours, and the sun returns. And fifth: gratitude resets everything. Because gratitude is the emotional equivalent of glitter. It sticks, it spreads, and it shines even in the darkest rooms. Barbie writes down 3 things she's grateful for every morning: her health, her friends, her dreams. It's how she polishes her emotional armor. But let's go deeper. Because emotional mastery is not a trick, it's a lifestyle. You must learn to feel without falling, to experience emotions fully without letting them drag you under. When sadness visits, don't slam the door. Offer a tea. Ask, what are you here to show me? Because every emotion has a message hidden inside. Barbie knows this: emotions are energy in motion. If you block them, you block your glow. If you move with them, you rise higher than you ever imagined. You've got to treat your emotions like waves, surf them. Don't drown in them. And when you feel overwhelmed, Barbie breathes. Deep, centered, intentional breaths. Because breathing is the remote control of your emotions. It grounds you back in power. Barbie reminds herself, I am not my emotions. I am the one who feels them. That distinction, my friend, changes everything. Because emotions are guests, they come and go. But your essence, your inner sparkle, your Barbie energy, that stays. You have to stop letting emotions drive your car. They can sit in the passenger seat, but you hold the keys. Barbie drives with purpose. She knows where she's going. Even when the road gets bumpy, she doesn't hand over the steering wheel to fear. When anxiety whispers, what if you fail? Barbie replies, what if I fly? That's emotional mastery, turning fear into fuel. Let's talk about emotional boundaries. Barbie doesn't allow everyone to dump their emotional luggage in her pink convertible. She sets limits. Because energy is precious and not everyone deserves a ride. You have to learn to protect your peace like it's your favorite limited edition outfit. Not everyone gets to touch it. And when someone tries to project negativity on you, Barbie smiles and reflects it with love. She knows other people's emotions are not her responsibility to carry. That's emotional intelligence, knowing what belongs to you and what doesn't. Barbie practices emotional hygiene like she practices skincare. She cleanses her mind from toxic thoughts, moisturizes her soul with self-care, and applies compassion as her emotional sunscreen. Because life will shine light on you and sometimes burn you, but with emotional sunscreen, you stay glowing. Barbie understands that vulnerability is not weakness, it's strength in disguise. When she opens her heart, she allows healing to flow in. That's why she connects so deeply, inspires so powerfully, and shines so authentically. You, too, must give yourself permission to feel deeply and rise gracefully. Because emotions are not meant to control you, they're meant to reveal you. Barbie listens to her intuition, that quiet voice inside that says, "You've got this." Because emotional mastery is not about silencing emotions. It's about hearing their truth clearly. When Barbie feels fear, she asks, "What are you protecting me from?" When she feels joy, she asks, "How can I multiply this?" That's emotional alchemy. She transforms feelings into wisdom, reactions into reflection, pain into power. And let me tell you, that's how leaders are made. That's how queens rise. You want to be unstoppable? Learn to regulate your emotions in chaos. When everyone else is losing their cool, Barbie stays calm, collected, radiant. Not because she doesn't care, but because she refuses to let emotions choose her destiny. She speaks from clarity, not confusion. From peace, not panic. That's her secret superpower. And here's another truth. Emotional mastery requires self-forgiveness. Barbie forgives herself for overreacting, for feeling too much, for trusting the wrong people, because self-blame is emotional poison. Forgiveness is emotional medicine. You have to release the guilt, the shame, the emotional clutter. Because you can't fill your heart with new dreams if it's full of old wounds. Barbie knows healing takes time, but every day, she chooses peace over perfection. And peace, my friend, is the highest form of emotional intelligence. Barbie doesn't wait for happiness, she creates it. She engineers her emotional state, like she designs her outfits intentionally, beautifully, powerfully. When you wake up tomorrow, choose your emotional outfit wisely. Will you wear confidence, compassion, joy, gratitude? Barbie always chooses the one that matches her purpose, because she knows emotions set the tone of your story. You're not just a character in your life, you're the author. And emotional mastery is your pen. Write your story with awareness, not reaction, with strength, not fear. And when challenges come, because they will remember Barbie's mantra, I don't avoid emotions, I elevate them. That's the real glow up. When you master your emotions, you master your destiny. Because no storm can shake a woman who's at peace within herself. Barbie doesn't chase calm, she creates it. She builds it with daily habits. Gratitude, mindfulness, compassion, clarity. That's her emotional fitness routine. You can do it too. Train your emotions the way you train your body, with patience, repetition, and love. Because emotional mastery is not a one-time lesson, it's a lifelong practice. And when you finally learn to master your emotions, the world stops controlling you, you start creating the world. So next time your heart feels heavy, remember you were built to rise, not to rust. Emotions are not your weakness, they're your wings. And when you master them, darling, you don't just live, you lead. Sparkling heart sparkles. Barbie.